Very good evening. Hello. I hope all are doing great, and we are here for the preparatory classes 2025 and 26 NASO Olympiad, and the classes are from 4 to 5. The classes are from 6 to 7. So some of them are joining, and we will wait for your friends to join. Meanwhile, we will be having a AB regarding the NASO Olympiad. One second. So meanwhile, we will be having a quiz. Are you all interested? Are you all excited? Yeah, please comment below if there is any issue or if you are willing to ask anything. So we'll start our session in within 2 to 3 minutes. So here is your question. How many planets are in the solar system? You can comment below. How many moons do we have? Yeah, time up. And there are some exciting comments. Okay, every comment is right. So we will start the session now. So we are here for the preparatory classes 2025 and 26 NASO Olympiad. So for every examination, we do have some preparation, right? And for the preparation, we need some mentor to guide us. The mentor will give you some tips and tricks. So in this class, our head content writer, Parul Kaushal ma'am, will be taking the session regarding the NASO Olympiad, how to prepare and what will be the concepts and what will be the format of the Olympiad. So I hope everyone will be alert, attentive in the session so that you can gain some knowledge regarding the Olympiad. It's not only for the NASO Olympiad, it's all for the competitive examinations. How to prepare for the competitive examination, it will also be helpful for the other competitive examinations. So I hope everyone will be alert in the class, and till the end you need to watch the class so that every tip and trick will be given by our head content writer. And after the session by the Parul ma'am, we'll be having 5 to 10 minutes of discussion regarding the OMR sheet, how to fill the OMR sheet and what is the necessary filling of OMR sheet. So coming to the Parul ma'am, our chief head content writer, she has an experience of 15 years in teaching field, and she is the former teacher in Kendra Vidyalaya, and she is the author for many science books for other publications. So her knowledge and her presence will guide you for the examination. I hope you will enjoy and you will be very excited regarding this session. So handing the session to Parul ma'am.
Thank you so much. Good evening, students. I hope you all are doing well. I'll just share my screen first. Is my screen visible to all of you? Give me a second. Yeah. My screen is visible to all of you. Okay, let's start. Yeah. So, as you all know, why we are here? We are here to discuss, or I am here to tell you how you can score better in your Olympiad, right? So, before anything or before saying or discussing anything, I'll just request all of you that have faith in yourself. Go with the confidence that yes, you can and you will uh, achieve that target, right? So, what are the things or what are the tips you can have so that you can achieve your target? So, if I say the first tip of this is that very important tip is your syllabus. You should know which topics are coming in your exam. With the topics, what are the subtopics which are coming in your exam? And you should have a thorough knowledge of that each and every topic as well as their subtopics, right? So if you are able to understand the basic concept under that topic, under that subtopics, you will get through to this exam, right? Secondly, I'll say you have your textbook, you have your science book. So read your textbook, your book from first page, that is from first line till the last chapter, last line, right? What I'm saying? I'm saying read. What do you mean by read? You don't have to just read. You should have a thorough knowledge, thorough reading. That means if anything is asked in the Olympiad, in the exam from that chapter or from that page, you should know how to answer that question, right? So so I'll I'll just request you that you should know what are the topics, what are the subtopics you are getting in your exam, right? Secondly, I'll request just have a extra knowledge also. You should have extra knowledge. If you have anything, any topic you are getting in your exam, just have extra knowledge about that topic also, right? If I say the second is proper time management. What do you mean by proper time management? That all of you know that you have to attempt how many questions? You have to attempt 50 questions in how many minutes? That is in 60 minutes, right? So you have more than a minute for that question. For one question, you have more than more than 1 minute. So, but then also I'll suggest that go for the easier one. Whichever question you find that this is easy for me, I'll first attempt this question and then I'll go to the difficult one, right? So what I'll suggest that first attempt those questions which you think are easier for you and then go to the difficult one. Because if you are attempting easier question, I don't think so you will take more than a 30 seconds for a question. So for difficult one, you will get more time, right? Thirdly, I'll say if you're stuck somewhere, if you think that this question you are reading again and again and again and again and you are not finding any answer, so I'll request don't waste your time. Just move on to the second one and move on to the next one and then when your questionnaire is completed, just come back to that question which you find it difficult, right? So I'll request, don't waste your time. Lastly, I'll say, read the question twice or thrice, not more than that, right? If you read that question twice or thrice, then only you can answer. If you read the question again and again, you will get confused. So I'll request, don't read the question more than thrice. The next is, which is very, very important, is concept. Your concept should be clear. If your concept is not clear, you will not be able to answer any question, because this is an Olympiad exam, not your school exam. So your concept should be clear. Okay, if I'll just say, if you take an example, any example, I'll just request, don't cram anything. Just learn, try to learn or try to understand that topic. Because, and you can understand that topic by taking any example, any live example, or you can learn that concept by taking any experiment. Because science, what is science? Science is experiment only, right? So just understand that topic, don't cram that topic. Take any example. If you are taking, suppose you are taking acid and base, you are studying acid and base. So you have acid in your home, at your home, you have bases at your home. So just taste that acid. I'll not say taste or base, but taste acid. You have tasted your acid, like citrus acid. You have drank that lemon juice, which contains citric acid. That means acid. So they are bitter. They are sour in taste, right? So take an example, live example, or experiment, do experiment so that you can learn that topic and you can understand that topic. So if the concept is clear to you, you can get through the exam, through this Olympiad exam, right? Because again, I'll say the questions will not be direct question, right? Next step is your practice. Just practice as much as you can. Practice the questions, practice MCQs, practice every type of questions. Like, set an alarm for 1 hour and try to do at least 50 questions. Just see how many questions you can attempt in an hour. Are you getting late? Any questions are left, or you are in time, or or some time has left with you. So just, if you are doing practice, get some questions from anywhere, from your NCERT, from your book, from your any extra books. So solve those questions and try to attempt that 50 questions in 1 hour, right? Next, focus more on hots rather than lots. What do you mean by this question, this step? Actually, as I told, that this is an Olympiad exam. So higher order thinking questions will be more rather than lower order thinking questions. So what are HOTs, what are HOTs, and what are LOTs? HOTs is nothing. So I say, don't worry about the HOTs, but HOTs are nothing. They are only LOTs, but some with some twist and turns, right? They are LOTs only, but with some twist and turn, you will get that answer. Okay, so if the main thing is your syllabus as well as your concept. If the concept is clear, you can nail that paper. I'll say again, just clear your concept. Okay, so now, so these are some tips so that you can get better in your Olympiad, or you can achieve the target. But now the question is, what type of techniques, what type of different questions will be asked in your Olympiad? So here are some different types of techniques, some different types of method in the question, in your questionnaire, which might be asked, right? So first technique is tabular based questions. Some tabular form might be given to you, and questions must be asked to you that, for example, if I take an example, like this is the question. The pH of 4 different solutions, that is water, sodium hydroxide, vinegar, baking soda, are given below. So the table has been given to you, and they have asked, according to you, which solution has less hydrogen ion. Now, again, I'll say, if the concept of hydrogen ion, if the concept of acids and bases are clear, if the concept of pH scale is clear to you, you will be able to answer this question, right? What do you mean by hydrogen ion? Hydrogen ion means more the hydrogen ion, more acidic the solution is, right? This is the thing. If you have studied about the pH scale. So pH water is 7, means it is neutral, and above 7 all the solutions are basic, and below 7 all the solutions are acidic. So here vinegar is acidic, then baking soda, then sodium hydroxide, then water, and then sodium hydroxide, right? So according to you, which solution has less hydrogen ions? So which, and hydrogen ion means the substances, the solution is acidic, right? And if it has less hydrogen ion, it means the solution is basic. So which is water a base? Is sodium hydroxide a base? Vinegar is a base, or so baking soda is a base? Hydroxide, sodium hydroxide and baking soda both are base. But the question is, according to you, which has less hydrogen ion? The sodium hydroxide will have less hydrogen ion because it is more basic. It is strongest base, right? So I hope you understood. This is the tabular form type of question, right? Which might be asked in your exam. If I say the second technique is statement type questions. Some statements might be given to you, and any question regarding that statements must be asked you, right? For example, if I take an example, read the following statement and then choose which of the following statement is or are correct. So this type of question is that, first, the white light dispersed when passed through glass slab. Is this true? White light dispersed when passed through glass slab? No, this is not true, because if you know the refraction, if you know how refraction process takes place, it will be clear to you that it can, the white light will not disperse through when passed through glass slab, right? Second is prism behaves similar as glass slab. Prism and glass slab both are different. Both don't show similar properties because glass slab is rectangular and prism is triangular, right? So both behave differently. So prism does not behave like glass slab, right? All colors deviate at different angles in the case of dispersion through prism. Yes, this is true. That is why I was saying, if the concept is clear, you can get the answer very easily. So this is about refraction, right? So the answer is C. That all colors deviate because the wavelength or frequencies are different of all the colors. That is Vibgyor. Vibgyor contains 7 colors which have different frequencies. So they deviate at different angles in the process of dispersion, right? If I take next question, filling the blanks. Some sentence or some blanks might be given to you and you have to answer those questions. For example, the current used in household supply is dash and current given by cell is dash. So the current used in household supply is, what is that? This is alternative current. And the current given by the cell, that pencil cell, which you use in your remote or anything else, or clocks. So they use direct current. They have direct current, right? So here the answer is alternative current and direct current, which is A. Which is D, right? Am I clear to you? Next, experiment-based question. Yes, in your book, you might be having some yellow box or blue box or experiments. So I'll request, read each and every yellow box, blue box, and experiments, and you should be clear what is this experiment about. what are the apparatus used in this experiment, what are the observations in this experiment, what are the conclusions in this experiment. If you know each and every experiment, you will be able to answer the question, right? So I'll just suggest that read each and every box in your book, right? Read the experiment, read experiments, read whatever given in your book, right? So, for example, experiment-based question. For example, Tarun was doing his experiment in a chemistry lab. He took sodium carbonate and added dilute hydrochloric acid. Sodium carbonate means Na2CO3, right? Plus HCl. When sodium Na2CO3 is added with HCl, which gas is released? You know, the gas is, because we have carbonate as a reactant, carbon dioxide gas is released. Clear? So now, what are the characteristics of carbon dioxide gas? Carbon dioxide gas shows effervescence. Carbon dioxide is a fire extinguisher. It turns lime water milky, right? So that means, which is the correct statement about this experiment? That is C, effervescence is formed. Means carbon dioxide is formed, which shows effervescence. Am I clear? So that is why I was saying that you should be very much clear about each and every experiment, about each and every conclusion, about each and every apparatus. Everything should be clear to you, right? So here comes the concept only. If you know what are the characteristics of this gas, you will be able to answer this question in a second, right? If I take a next question, next technique, that is match the following. In match the following, two columns might be given to you and you have to match the columns, right? Same. But sometimes the options are so confusing. So choose the correct answer, right? With concentration. Like shaving mirror, torch producing parallel beam of light, small head, legs of normal size. That means they are talking about lens or mirror, right? So you should be focus on, yes, concave mirror, what convex mirror, concave lens, convex mirror. We have two mirror and two lenses. So what type of image is formed in concave mirror? What type of image is formed in convex mirror? Or what are the images formed in concave and convex lenses? So if you know all these terms, all these characteristics of the lenses and mirror, you will answer this question correctly, right? So shaving mirror is a concave mirror, right? But the object should be placed between optical pole and focus, right? So the answer for this one is A, torch producing parallel beam of light. That means the object should be at focus of in concave mirror only. Next is small head. Small head means object is placed in front of a plane mirror, and small head means object at focus in convex mirror, because convex mirror is a diverging mirror and the image formed is very small, right? And in legs of normal size means object is placed in the front of a plane mirror. Am I clear? So what I was trying to say, I think this is clear. I was saying that concept should be clear. If your concepts are clear, you can answer any type of question, right? So I'll request that your concept should be clear, right? Next is numerical based question. As you are in grade 6 and 7, many of the numericals will be asked in your Olympiad exam, right? For example, this is a simple simple numerical. A bus moves with a speed of 40 km/h and covers a distance of 20 km. What is the total time taken by the bus during the whole journey, right? So if you know the formula, you can get the answer in, I don't think so it will take more than 30 to 40 seconds. So what is the formula of speed? Speed is equals to distance upon time. Here you have to find time. So what is time? Time is equals to distance upon speed. That is 40 upon 20. So that means it is half. The time is half an hour, right? So simple. That's what you have to know. You have to know the formula for this, right? Next Next is knowledge-based question. Knowledge-based question means, again, it is on concept only, your syllabus only. If you have if you have gone through a thorough reading of your syllabus, or if the concepts are very much clear to you, you can answer this type of questions also. For example, Pihu was playing with a shiny spoon. She was placing the spoon far from her face, then brought the spoon near to her face every time she saw an inverted image of her face. So after reading this, that inverted image, suddenly something should click in your mind that with inverted image should be real. The real image is formed only in which mirror? Only in concave mirror and convex lens, but it can't be lens because it is talking about the reflection. So the answer should be concave mirror, right? If the concept is clear, you can answer this question correctly. So that is why I'm saying again and again, I am saying, that is why I'm suggesting the concept should be clear. You can get through you can get any answer, right? Next is application-based question. Some question might be given to you which are like, for example, this is an application-based question. Rupali took two potatoes, A and B, of same size. She peeled them and made a cavity in both the potatoes. She boiled potato A but not potato B. Then she filled both the cavities with sugar solution, and then she placed both A and B in a beaker containing distilled water, right? So you should know, if I am boiling potato, what will happen? And if I am not boiling potato, what will happen? If I'm not boiling potato and I am keeping that potato in a sugar solution, so that means osmosis will take place, right? The sugar level will increase in B due to the process of osmosis, right? But what happens to potato A? As she boiled that potato, so the cell membrane and the cell wall will be the cell membrane will be damaged. So osmosis process will not be able to take. So that is why the answer for this question will be D. The level of sugar level increases in B due to the process of osmosis. Correct or incorrect statement? Some statements might be given to you and they will ask whether the statement is true or whether the statement is false. So like this, which statement is not true about water? Which of the statement about water is not true? So if you know everything about water, you will be able to answer this question, I think, in 20 or 30 seconds, not more than that. It helps our body to absorb nutrients from the body. Is it? Body is cooled by evaporation of sweat from the skin. Yes. It does not provide energy. Yes. It collects blood and waste from the different parts of the body. Yes. But it does not help our body to absorb nutrients from the food, right? So that is why I was saying that you should be clear about each and every topic. Okay. The next is diagram-based question. Some diagram might be given to you and they can ask anything about that diagram. Anything, right? For example, if I take, this is the diagram, this is a symbiotic association of fungi with roots of seeds bearing plants. You have two relationship. One is lichens. What are lichens? Symbiotic relationship between fungus and algae, and this is a symbiotic relationship between fungus and roots. So what are they? These fungi are microzoa, right? So they also show symbiotic relationship between seed bearing plants. So these are some techniques or some type of questions which might be asked in your Olympiad. And yes, these are some. I'm not telling you the all pattern. These are some type of techniques which might be asked in your exam, right? So by this, I think I have cleared I have cleared all the doubts. Which type of question, what are the types of question, what are the different techniques might be asked in your exam, and plus how you have to study, how you have to plan your study for this Olympiad exam, right? So I think this will be helpful to you all, like how you can plan, how can you schedule your planning, or how can you schedule your studying. This I'll study like this, right? So I hope everything is clear. Thank you so much and all the best for your exam. Just nail it. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Now,
Ma'am, that was an awesome session, ma'am, from you,
thank you.
and it will be very helpful to the students as well. So, students, have you enjoyed the session? Did you learn anything new from the session? Please comment below. We'll be checking your comments. And meanwhile, we'll be playing an AB regarding the NASO Olympiad. One second, students. So, meanwhile, I asked you some questions regarding the planets and moon. One second, students. So they are. And what did you feel about this session? May I know? Let me comment. Please comment so that we can know what did you feel and how much did you learn through the session. And it was an excellent and awesome session from Parod ma'am. She has taught us how to manage the time limit and what are the types of questions will be occurred in the Olympiad examinations and how we need to answer. So there is some technical issue, so I'm unable to play the AV meanwhile. So we will be having, one second, please be on. So after this, we will be having prepare OMR sheet, OMR sheet session. We need to, how we need to fill the OMR and what are the necessary fillings we need to do in the OMR sheet. So as you are very new to the NASO Olympiad and many of them don't know how to, and many of them don't are not aware of OMR sheets, how to fill and what basic requirements need to be done. Yeah, one second. So can you view my screen? I have shared the screen and this will be the OMR. This will be the OMR. Okay. So here you need to write, there are some instructions at the right side of the OMR sheet. Instruction for filling the sheet. Basically, you need to use the ball pen for filling the circle. And here you need to write your name. We'll be having the candidate name here. So as my name is J Vinay, I have written J Vinay. And there should be a space between surname and your name. And after that, you can see the alphabets, right, from A to Z. Here for J, my initial is J, so we need to find first J, and then we need to fill J. So here are the wrong methods and here are the correct method how to fill it. In wrong methods, you will not, you need to fill entire circle darkly. The incomplete circle is also a wrong method, and a scratch on the circle is also a wrong method, and a tick and a strike off is also a wrong method. So we need to completely fill the circle. Then after, we need to write your name. Then we need to bubble your name also, so that we can easily find the name. And after that, you will be having a roll number. If you don't know the roll number, please ask your invigilator or your teacher during the examination. She will guide you. And after that, we will be having your father name. You need to write your father name in between the blocks, right? And after that, there will be school name. You need to write your school name completely, and then then comes the email ID. Many of your students are unaware of the email ID of your fathers, so it's not a mandatory thing. You can leave it. And after that, the city name, the city where you live in, and then comes the school code. After the school code, also you can ask your invigilator or the teacher. And then mark sheet, mark your answers here. So you can find this column, right? Mark your answer here, and this will be your answer filling thing. Here you can find questions numbers from 1 to 50. 1 to 50 reprinted 50 questions. Your NASO Olympiad consists of 50 questions, and you need to answer your questions within 60 minutes of your time limit. So, for example, there is a question. Let's assume question number 1, answer is C. So you need to go to the question number 1, and then you need to fill the C circle completely. As here we are unable, because it's not manually done, it's in the system, so it's quite difficult to fill exactly, but you need to practice manually to fill the circle completely. You need to fill the circle completely, and practice makes man perfect. So if you practice more and more, you will be able to fill the circles faster than the time limit. And after filling the circles, here you have a column mobile number, right? If you are unaware of your mobile number, it's okay. But if you are aware of your father's mobile number, you can fill your mobile number here, and you can, the same thing. You need to find first, for example, the mobile number starts with 9. So find 9, and then you need to fill the circle here for 9. And then if your second number is 6, you need to find 6 here. And that if your third number is 1, you need to fill the first number in the third row. And here the final thing is candidate signature. Candidate signature means you need to keep your signature here, and then here comes the invigilator signature, the teacher signature. If there is any doubts, please let me know in the comment section so that I can answer you. Yeah. No, as of there are no comments yet. There are no comments yet. So there are no doubts, right? So I think you are really excited about your NASO examination, and all the best for your NASO examination. Please prepare well, and there are exciting rewards and awards waiting for you. So please prepare wisely and answer wisely, because once if you are bubbling the answer, then it's no turning back. It's a fixed. So think twice and thrice before answering or bubbling in the sheet, OMR sheet. And I wish all the best for your examination, and we are ending this session. Thank you.